All right, okay. Let's lock in for a little second. Let's talk some real for a second. I say real, but I'm a real anime fan. Let's talk some sports. Let's talk some sports to wrap this up. It's too okay. Yeah, let's. Yeah, we're gonna do this real quick. All right, NFL season. Well, we're in off season now, but NFL season is gonna be coming up soon. So team. I'm doing a tier list for these teams going into the 2026-2027 season. See here, this is a tier list made by. Is it down here? It's made by this guy. Anyway, so we got Super Bowl favorites, Super Bowl contenders, playoff locks, playoff hopefuls, fringe teams rebuilding, and tank and draft. Okay. So first, we got the Arizona Cardinals. Let me think. Who the Cardinals drafted Jeremiah Love, but they still don't have a quarterback for real. They're tanking. Okay, the Falcons. They still got Michael Penix, but they also brought in Tua. The Falcons are unserious, which sucks because they have Bijan, but they're also in that. They're also in that. So here's what I'm gonna do, and I want you to bear with me. They're playoff hopefuls, and let me tell you why. It's not because they're good, because the Falcons are not. Even though I like Drake May, I still have hope in Kyle Pitts. Probably not gonna draft him in fantasy, even though I drafted him last year. I think he did me well. They're playoff hopefuls mainly because they're still in the NFC South. NFC South still has the Panthers, who are also playoff hopefuls, but are not good. The Bucks lost to them, and then you got the Saints. So I could pretty much put all those teams in playoff hopefuls except maybe the Saints. But we'll get to that in a second. But the playoff hopefuls mainly because Bijan. Bijan might carry them. And I'm not 100% sold on their defense either. The Ravens, playoff locks. I don't know about Super Bowl contenders. I gotta see how their coach looks. But they're definitely gonna be a lock for the playoffs. Bills, same thing, playoff locks. I do not like the Bills at all. I think I think the Buffalo Bills. I've been saying this for the past like 2-3 years. Bills are overrated, and they really proved it last year when they had nobody in front of them to win a division. Sold the division. They said okay, they didn't win a division, but they can still make it to the Super Bowl, and then they lost. And I'll get more depth into that when I get over here to the quarterback ranking list. But yeah, I don't like the Bills. I don't like how they're constructed. I don't like anything about them. Panthers. Panthers are a fringe team. They're on the fringe. They're a couple good games, good plays. Last year, they're a couple good games away from being in the playoffs easily, and they just didn't get it done. The Bears. I'm gonna go playoff lock. I'm not 100% sold on the Bears yet either. Caleb Williams. I'm sold on Caleb. I'm sold on him, but I'm not sold on the whole team yet. So, but they're definitely gonna. I think they're gonna win the division this year, or if not, they're gonna be a wild card. Bengals, playoff hopefuls. Offense, great. Defense, eh. Moving on. The Browns. In fact, I just thought about this. At a row below. Whoa, make that turn it back over there. This one right here. Browns. You know what? Hold on a second. Yeah, Browns, not good. And yeah, I'm spoiler alert, but that there too. Browns and Dolphins, y'all just not good. I have no idea what y'all gonna do. Cowboys. Uh, Playoff hopeful. I'm an Eagles fan, just like the Cowboys. They're playoff hopefuls every year. They're never gonna be Super Bowl contenders. I don't care what anyone says. I don't see what everyone sees in Dak, mainly because I don't see Dak in the playoffs at all. I don't see anyone sees him. That could be the fact that I hate watch Cowboys games or just don't watch them at all. But when I do, I'm not impressed. Broncos, Super Bowl contender. Y'all, if I, as much as I dislike Bo Nix, I'll get to that over here. But if he doesn't break his leg, y'all might be Super Bowl champions. With that being said, that could have been y'all only window. So y'all not favorites, y'all contenders. Lions, y'all still have Jahmyr Gibbs, but y'all lost. But y'all, so y'all still have Sonic, but y'all lost Knuckles. But y'all also have Amara, and you'll have a good defense. But you'll have Jared Goff, and he's getting older. Playoff hopeful. Packers again, pretty much the same thing. I'm not sold on not sold on Jordan Love either. I don't know where y'all. Texans are a French team. I'm not sold. No, let me not lie. Very good defense. Your defense will get you to the playoffs. Not sold on Jordan Love is what I kept trying to say, but my brain's moving faster than I wanted to. But their defense is going to get them to the playoffs. Colts. Y'all had no. I'll put y'all French team. I'm not a fan of Daniel Jones, but he showed me he could be good. Maybe it's because he was on the Giants, so that's why it wasn't good. Showed me he could be good, but then he got hurt. Y'all gonna have to show me. Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence. How long until we start talking about quarterback bust for Trevor Lawrence? Because I don't want to put it all on him because he's had head coach after head coach, offensive scheme after offensive scheme. But at some point, Trevor, another French team, Kansas City, playoff lock. I'm not going to tell them contenders because Patrick Mahomes, hurt or not, regressed. Everyone's going to say, oh yeah, they're the Chiefs. They're always going to be, I don't want to hear none of that. I don't. They were bad last year. They were really bad the year before. They just had voodoo on their side. They won despite themselves their year before. Raiders, you're still tanking. Chargers. I love me some Justin. I love me some Justin Herbert. But good lord, can you not do anything in the playoffs? Like, Jesus Christ. The Rams, Super Bowl favorites. They just got Myles Garrett, Matthew Stafford. If you thought he was going to regress last year, he messed around and won MVP. So they're Super Bowl favorites. Vikings, they just got Kyler Murray, which is a step up from 9, but anything is a step up from JJ McCarthy. But you also have the number one receiver in the league still in Justin Jefferson, despite having 9 throw him in the ball all of last year. Playoff hopeful. Patriots. Y'all got AJ Brown. Ooh. Y'all just made the Super Bowl. Cool. Do I think you're a contender? No. Because y'all really shouldn't have been there. It should have been the Broncos. Y'all shouldn't have been in the Super Bowl. I think y'all may have missed your window. Do y'all expect do you expect Drake May to make a leap? Maybe, possibly. I don't. Saints. I think they're rebuilding. I really don't know what the Saints are doing. I don't. Giants. Y'all still rebuilding. Y'all still need a couple more pieces. Y'all are on the opposite side of. If rebuilding had two lines, no. If the rebuilding was an escalator, one going up, one going down. The Giants are going up. Saints are going down because I don't know what the Saints are doing either. Jets. I forgot about y'all. Yeah, y'all can go there too. Eagles, my team, the Eagles. Defensive wise, we were good on defense. Offensive wise, I don't know how our offense is gonna look. We got a whole new coordinator, which is gonna be like the eighth new offense Jalen Hurts has had to learn since he's been in the league. And he's only been in the league 5 years. That lets you know a lot. We lost our offensive line coach. Well, not lost him, or so I'm pretty sure he just retired. We lost AJ Brown. As much as AJ Brown sold us last year, AJ Brown's still a good receiver, great receiver even. Saquon took a step back. I'm pretty sure that's because offensive line was good. We're a playoff lot. We're gonna make the playoffs. We're gonna win our division. We're going to win our division. We're the best team in our division. Our best team in NFC? No. That goes to the Rams. That goes to the Seahawks, which I like because they lost their running back. It goes to the Seahawks. It goes to the 49ers. I want to say, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 impossible teams in the NFC, so I think are better than us. And that's pretty much how I see it. 3 impossible. And I think the Seahawks are going to regress because they lost Kenneth Walker. Which is funny because as the Eagles, ask any Rams fan. Rams don't want to play the Eagles. They haven't beaten us in like a decade. Unless I'm forgetting if we played them last year. I don't know. Last year was such a bad year for us. I pretty much blocked all that whole season out from my head. Steelers. Hold on a second. I gotta talk about something. Let me go back over here. Let me move y'all up. Y'all rebuilding. Y'all got your quarterback. Y'all got your running back. I'm gonna rebuild. I'm gonna be nice to the Raiders. Steelers. Y'all got a new coach. First time in forever. I'm trying to think who's y'all. Think about who y'all quarterback is, and it's. I can't name a single person on your offense. I'm literally trying to think. I cannot name a single person off your offense on your offense off the top of my head besides Aaron Rodgers, and he really don't want to be there. He said no one else wants him. Then y'all gonna be tanking this year. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I have the Falcons here because they're hopefuls. Buccaneers are still running the division though, so they're still locked in. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have room up here for one more playoff team for real, and that'll actually be one of them. So good. Titans are still rebuilding. Commanders are a French team, and pretty much for the same reasons because they're quarterbacks. They're rebuilding, because they're gonna be in year 2 of Cam Ward. They're fringe because they made it to the NFC Championship 2 years ago. Ran us. And then last year, the sophomore slumped. Sophomore slumped to hell and back. But I think year 3 I think y'all gonna be better this year than y'all were last. It would be hard for y'all not to be better this year than y'all were last year. But do I think the Rams are gonna win the Super Bowl this year? Probably. The only reason I think they will lose is if they either run to this defense again, they run to this defense, or they run to our defense. I'm not so much worried if they run to Texas defense because their offense. The difference between the Texas defense and Eagles, Broncos, Niners, and even the Rams, the difference between their defense and all those is all 4 of these offenses are good enough to where they can give their defense a rest, a break. Not Texans offense. It's not CJ. CJ, you're gonna need to show me something. But I'm looking at it again. Let me see here. NFC West, also NFC West. So AFC West, AFC North, AFC East, NFC North, AFC West, North, West, East, South. Yeah, that's all right. But we're not doing so. This I do think Rams are in the front in the Super. Golly, the Rams are in front to win the Super Bowl right now. They got the best offense and the best defense. They got the best combination of both. I think anyone in the AFC, there's only 2 teams in the AFC that I trust beat them. Is really the Broncos and the Chiefs, and that's Broncos because defense, Chiefs because Patrick Mahomes. So this exact season, Rams is yours to lose. Speaking of, let's move over here to we got the quarterback rankings. Move out the way. NFL quarterback rankings for 2026 going into this year. We got elite, franchise QB, high end starter, solid starter, question marks, Bryn starter, replacement level. I'm gonna add one more to this. I'm actually gonna put it. I'm actually gonna put it above. Oh wait, okay. Change the color for that one. Yeah, I'm gonna put it above here. So this would be actually tier 8. And this tier 7, this would be rookie. Because we don't know whether they're gonna be. And I say that because there you are. We don't know what he's gonna be in the NFL. We don't know what Mendoza's gonna be. There's no telling. Anyway, now we can address everybody else. First one up, Aaron Rodgers. I just realized I'm gonna add one more. I'm going to add one more here. Below. One more just for you, Aaron. I don't know why that's blue, but whatever. Is there a reason it's blue? You know, because Aaron is special, we're gonna leave it blue too. Aaron, you need to retire. Go away. Aaron Rodgers needs to go away. Aaron, you've had your time. All you're doing right now is hurting your legacy. It's time for you to go. Even if you have a good year this year, it's time for you to go. Baker Mayfield. I think Baker's a solid starter. Still. Because, again, someone who's had Baker Mayfield in fantasy. So I see his stats. I saw his stats every week. He's solid. He gets it done for you. Pardon me, my headphones turned off. But he gets it done for you. Mic check, mic check. Make sure I'm good. Make sure this is okay. It's still on. Baker gets it done for you, but that's pretty much it. Bo Nix. There's gonna be question marks about you, not for your talent, even though I don't believe your talent either. It's question marks because you're coming off a broken leg. You broke your shit, sir. Brock Purdy. I still think he's a solid. I don't think he's high end, and the reason I don't because he's in a very friendly system for him. He doesn't have to do too much. He doesn't have to do too little. He needs to control the game, and he does that. That's why he's solid. I don't think he's gonna make the big play that he's gonna, but he's gonna. How about this? If you need a touchdown, if it's game winning drive, you need a touchdown or you need a field goal, he'll get you the field goal. If you need a touchdown, he's gonna get you down there, but you're not gonna put the ball in. You're gonna try and swing it to McCaffrey, or you're gonna try and give it to George Kittle, or you're gonna try and do something else. You're gonna try and get it out of his hands. Bryce Young, you're still questionable. And this is I think these next 2 years are gonna be make it break it for Bryce Young. These next years are gonna prove if he's gonna stay in the league or is he need to change or Panthers gonna need to move on from him. Caleb, high end. You proved you're a high end. In fact, I'll do it. I don't think the Bears can move on from you for better for. I think you're the franchise for Chicago. I think you prove you're the franchise for the Chicago Bears. And I think there's a lot of other teams where you wouldn't be, mainly because like legacy of quarterbacks in that system. But for the Chicago Bears, who haven't had successful quarterbacks since Jay Cutler, yeah, you're the franchise. Cam Ward, you're going to your second year. That's all I gotta say. Going to your second year. CJ. CJ. You know. We saw what you did not playing those playoff games. Plural. People remember the one game that you sold them. Never get the other game when the defense saves you. This might be your last. Whereas Bryce may have 2 more. Have another stinker like that season. Dak. They paid you money, so you're solid. But in all honesty, you have not done anything. You barely make it to the playoffs. When you make it to the playoffs, you don't do anything in the playoffs. I do not see what people see in Dak Prescott. If you're looking at all the regular season stats, that's cool. Maybe I'll put you up here because that could 100% just be Cowboys like hatred in my heart. But you haven't done anything worth me giving you praise for. You are also coming off. Daniel Jones also coming off an injury. Drake May, you're the franchise now. Enjoy it. It comes with a lot of pressure. Being the heir to who is widely considered the GOAT in the NFL. This comes with pressure. I hope you can back it up. Geno Smith will always be a bench starter. For him, it'll always be a yeah. We'll run out there with Gino. That's it. That's pretty much it. Like there's no too highs, no too lows, except last year. Oh my god, I did have him on fantasy too. Oh my god, he was bad last year. Just stinking up on my bench. That's Jacoby Brissett. Same thing, except a little better. So I'll just do that. Just a little better. Like if I were to put these like in order, like off the top of my head, because I know I'm gonna forget to do this. Actually, that's pretty much correct. Jalen is our franchise. Behind these two, behind Caleb. Again, we went for people say he's already we went to 2 Super Bowls and he was the best player in both of those Super Bowls. By far. He is the franchise of the Eagles. Even last year when people say he had a bad year, that bad year still had led us to the playoffs. When the offense was literally just Jalen. And some Devontae Smith. Jared Goff is still a solid starter. That's about it. Jackson Dart. I got questions about you. I feel more comfortable than here. That's about it. I feel more comfortable about you than these 3. But once all the hype died down by oh my god, look at him. He doesn't have the pigmentation, but he got all the swag and aura, and then it all came down. Same thing here, except I have more faith in Jayden Daniels than you. I expect oh my gosh, I was about to say that. I expect the Commanders to be better than the Giants this year. Specifically based off who the quarterback is. Go away. That's Kyler's team now. Go away. In fact, retire. You're done. I drafted. No, I didn't. I about to say I drafted Justin Jefferson. I drafted Jamar Chase first. I saw someone who had Justin Jefferson on their team. You're a terrorist. Joe Burrow is still the franchise. Anything, no matter how bad the Bengals will be, it'll be in spite of how great Joe Burrow is. In fact, let me just move him up here. In fact, elite tier? You'll be an elite. I think you're a tier above everybody else here. Jordan Love, solid starter. I prefer you above these 2. No, because at least let me back it up. Because you make some bonehead mistakes. These 4 don't make many mistakes, especially Jared Goff. Jared Goff barely makes mistakes. But you, well, except for that one game. Good lord. Jared Goff phrase that. Jared Goff will go a whole season and only have one dumbass game. You, Jordan. Josh Allen is I do not think he's elite. I still do not see. Call it hate. If you say I don't know ball, whatever. The MVP shouldn't have been his. It should have been Lamar's. That was the most here nigga damn award since Joel Embiid took it from Jokic. Because he did nothing. And I mean nothing better than Lamar Jackson. He's done nothing better than Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes in the last few years. Except have a strong arm and I was about to say a decent looking wife, but I don't know about anybody else's wife here. I don't see it. And then we're talking about bonehead mistakes. We're talking about bonehead mistakes. I mean, Jesus Christ. So we've had Josh Allen. This is Justin Herbert is a high-end starter. I will take him of all these people. Actually, no, I lied. Actually, he's. I'm gonna put him up here behind everybody else because he's good enough to take his team to the playoffs. A high-end starter, he's good enough to take his. I don't know what to do with you. I really don't. Because you and Dak are almost the same. So, here's what I'm going to do. Here's actually what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3. That's what we'll do. Because now I think about it, as much, again, with hate in my heart, I don't think he's 2 steps below Jalen. I do think y'all are, though. Y'all are 2 steps below. So that was just for now. We have. Is that Joe? I am upset. Your name is blowing me, and I don't remember it, and I don't know why. Let's put you there for now. Kyler. Question marks about you, Kyler. Actually, no. Bryn Starter. Make it break it for Kyler Murray, too. Because, I mean, you beat out 9, but shoot, I could beat out 9 if I worked out a little bit. But you now have the number 1 receiver, and you have a very good number 2. It's time to prove your worth again. Prove why you were number 1. Prove why you stayed in the NFL and you didn't go to baseball when you probably should have went to baseball. Hockey probably should have went to baseball. Lamar is elite. I think Lamar is better than Joe Flacco. Malik. You have been dealt a bad hand, and I'm sorry for it. Matthew Stafford is also elite. Over Lamar. There's nothing to say. He just won MVP. Probably should have went to the Super Bowl. Didn't make it. Ran into the Seahawks defense. That's okay. Or even if he doesn't run into their defense, he runs into our defense. But you're still elite by far. Michael Penix. No, I'm gonna say there's question marks about you because we don't know about you yet. I have no idea what to expect from Michael Penix. Patrick Mahomes is still elite. I do think he's behind those 2 now. Actually, I think he's behind Joe too. I think he's elite, but I think he's behind those 3. Personally. Again, 2 years ago when he went to the Super Bowl, that was not good football from the Chiefs. Last year, really not good football, but he was also hurt. Sam Darnold, you are a high-end starter. I don't know if you're franchise yet because you didn't make mistakes. You did what you're supposed to do, and that's all we can ask of you. You weren't seeing ghosts except for like a couple drives, but you're a starter in the league. Because I remember you were doing pretty good in Carolina too for a good half. I think you just finally put it all together in Seattle. However, without Kenneth Walker, I don't know how that offense I don't know how you're gonna do. You also have a top 5 receiver as well. Shedeur, question mark. I have more faith in you than Michael Penix. I'll tell you that much. That's about it. Trevor. I said it earlier when I was doing this ranking. I don't know how you haven't done anything. You haven't shown me anything. I don't know what to expect from you. And Tyler, good lord, why are you here? In fact, no, same thing. I don't know. I don't know you for real, Tyler. I don't know Tyler at all. But this is pretty much where I have it here. If I were to, let's see, if I'm putting these, I'm pretty sure I have all these in the order that I would want. Yeah, this is pretty much in the order that I would want. Like, there's 4 elite quarterbacks in the league right now. Josh is not in that. And I'm gonna say it again, and I'll double, triple, quadruple down. And if you have anything to say about, oh, your Eagles fan, you don't know ball, show me a ring. On this side of Y2K. Show me a ring this side of the year 2000s.